5-star. Trey Sanders has committed to Alabama. The drama is over. Trey Sanders coming to Alabama. Bone, break it down.
Wow, unbelievable. We weren't thinking Trey Sanders was going to be in Alabama's class, 12 hours ago, 6 hours ago, and it just seemed like Georgia was, had all the momentum last week heading into signing day. Heard late last night, very high confidence coming out of Georgia, and then I would say probably around 8:30 this morning, I got a phone call saying that it seemed like Georgia was out, that they were trailing Alabama and even Florida. And obviously Trey Sanders announced for the Crimson Tide. And a huge commitment. I mean, a kid that was a Alabama commitment early on in his high school career, committed to Alabama when he was a sophomore, decommitted after his junior season, and let the whole recruiting process play out. Enjoyed visits, and obviously a lot of people thought that he was going to Alabama the whole time up until about 2 weeks ago after that official visit to Georgia, and now he's back in the Alabama fold, and Alabama has him signed, the number one running back in the country, the number 2 overall player in the Rivals 100. He's also a kid who's going to enroll early, so he'll be at Alabama in January. So huge for them, and huge for him, and huge for Alabama.
How much momentum does this give this class of 2019? As you mentioned, so many early enrollees. Trey Sanders, another 5-star, jumping on board. What does this mean in terms of momentum for this class going forward?
Well, I think it certainly helps Alabama maybe hang on to that number 1 class, overall class right now. And a lot of that will depend on what happens with Evan Neal this afternoon. Alabama lost a big commitment earlier today in Dax Hill, who flipped from Alabama to Michigan. But if they're able to get Evan Neal, it's going to be a big win for Alabama. Most of the Alabama fans and coaches will see this as a huge for the Crimson Tide. And going into February, Alabama will know exactly where they stand after today in terms of overall numbers and how many they can take, and then really focus in and zone in on those top remaining guys.
We're talking with Andrew Bone of BamaInsider.com. Andrew, as we look at the recruiting wars between Georgia and Alabama, how big a win is this for Alabama landing Trey Sanders when it seemed like Georgia had plenty of momentum?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a big recruiting win. I mean, you look at some of Alabama's comeback wins over Georgia the last 2 years on the field, and this certainly it kind of feels like that moment on the recruiting trail, because it just seemed like Georgia had all the momentum heading into signing day, and then Alabama just came in and closed Sanders on the in the final hour, and so obviously big win for them. A little bit of kind of perception for Alabama fans, because you go on our board on Bama Insider, a lot of Alabama fans have been kind of upset that Alabama's been losing to Georgia on some of these top recruits down the home stretch the last couple of years, and now they've gone in and landed a big one in Trey Sanders.
Last thing, Andrew, what type of player is Trey Sanders? I know he's a 5-star. He's got the highlights, but is he a type of running back that could potentially see time in a very talented Alabama backfield in 2019?
Yeah, well, I think we all know how Alabama uses their backs, and they get a lot of backs involved, each and every game. So I don't think there's any question that he has the talent to compete in the backfield that they have right now, and he's going to have a chance to play early. I mean, he's a big physical guy. He's about 6 feet tall, about 215 pounds. I mean, just really strong, quick. What I really like most about him is his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and I think that's something that you're really going to see a lot out of him once he gets to Tuscaloosa.
For more recruiting coverage, including our National Signing Day recap, head on over to BamaInsider.com. Look for the promo. Perfect time to sign up right now. Get $99 in team gear. Andrew Bone, I'm Kyle Henderson. We'll catch you soon at BamaInsider.com.